Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jake, you're here for another reaction, and today I am reacting to Season 1, Episode 1, possibly even Episode 2 at this point, I'm not too certain, of X-Men 97. Reason why I say that, because I don't know how it's going to feel when watching it, or when edited, whether it's best off to put the one episode together by itself, and then we'll put both first, second episode, I'm not too certain. But yeah, so as of right now, it's we'll see how it turns out. You'll probably know by the title. Yes, so obviously this is a continuation on from the 90s television show, which I didn't watch. I watched sporadically when I was younger. I was more into Scooby Doo though at the time, which there will be no Scooby Doo slander ever on this channel. If there is, you're out. But that was my jam. It wasn't until later on I got them sporadically, and then I was like, I don't think I ever watched that in full, and then I watched it in full. And yeah, and I enjoyed it. Now with so I really enjoyed the show. It was fun. It was exciting. It was funny, and it was great at the time for everyone that watched it consistently week in week out. But I sort of came into it sort of like, oh well, I wasn't that consistent, and I still very much enjoyed it. I only finished a rewatch, I think, a couple of about 6 months ago, maybe. Completed a rewatch, but I basically used my travel show. So when I was traveling to the airport, on planes, on the ground, to work, things like that, I watched it then. So yeah, but again, I really did enjoy that rewatch. But what I will say, this one's kind of experimental for me because although I know it's a continuation and I know they got the same voice actors back minus, I believe it's Magneto and Cyclops, and it's going to be nostalgia, quite a lot of nostalgia to it, and I'm happy about that. I think that, it'll be good to keep this sort of like kept in its time and its animation. I think going from the trailer, it looks like they're being true towards that. What I will say is that I myself was wondering whether or not to do this one or not, and that was because don't necessarily. I'm not into that sort of genre of storytelling where it is 22 episodes a season and it's just bam, bam, bam. So I'm not into that, and I prefer overarching stories, and I'm on record saying that about everything that I watch. I need an overarching story where it actually keeps me in. Television has developed, and I hope that they implement that into this. So this series is a bit of an experiment to me to see how they go with it. If they do one season and they continue more, but then it's not something I want to continue, then it's not something I want to continue, I might get halfway through and go, this isn't working, these things happen. But it's about testing out what works well for myself and those who do watch this, the few or many who do, I don't know, But yeah, so it's a bit of an experiment for me because I don't know if they are going to go what they did back in the 90s with their storytelling, or if it's bringing it to a more modern era in that sort of sense. But yeah, so I am excited though to watch it, guys. It's going to be hell of a journey. Again, like I said, I don't know if I'm watching first and second one together, or if they're just going to release them separately, depending on how much there is reaction wise. But we'll see. But yeah, so but without boring you anymore, I am just going to jump into this. So I hope I enjoy this episodes, maybe, who knows. Hope you enjoy this reaction, and if you do, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That'll be superb. But other than that, see you on the other side. Oh, hello. I like this slightly different intro. They've even polished up the animation in this as well. I love it. Hello, Morph! Bishop as well is a mainstay. Oh yes. Do you know what? Yeah, you know what? That was a nicely updated intro. Brought in the characters that that are supposed to be that are now with us. Updated the animation and updated the music slightly because they had to extend it, obviously, and that was lovely. Nice like the sort of the logo there to pop up at the end there. I so far thoroughly enjoyed that. To Me, My X-Men. Oh, we're starting off with the titles as well, like that. That's cool.
On another life cut short, Professor Charles Xavier, the mutant leader's assassination last year by former NSA agent Henry Gyrick.
Gyrick, man.
Buyer's really gonna throw down 10 grand for every mutant we nab? Says he's using them for target practice.
Who's this gonna be?
I'm not like the ones on TV. I'm one of the good ones.
Yeah, they don't care about that. Oh, Storm, baby. Hello, Storm.
I am Storm, mistress of the elements. Surrender the boy, or face my...
Oh, she looks magnificent.
I ain't afraid of you.
Then you are a fool.
Oh, thank you.
Whole announcement stick didn't go over so well.
Hello, Bishop, buddy.
For striving to resolve match.
Is it me? Or did these dirtbags get up?
I think you got upgraded, buddy. That's Cyclops. Like the music theme there.
Good guy or bad guy?
Name's Cyclops. Definitely the good guy.
Yeah, you are, buddy.
Hang tight.
Woohoo! Slick. The movement. That was a sentinel arm. I just realized.
Take his visor before he starts up again.
No! Don't! I surrender! Not.
As if they thought the visor must gave him his powers. That was stupid. And that was Daily Bugle there. Right. A voice as well. Daily Bugle is Spider-Man a mutant. Hellfire Gala. Oh god. I can't read that. Oh, that's Peter Parker. Sorry. Peter Parker's... So Peter Parker's writing for... Oh, no. Story by... Is that Eddie Brock? I can't actually tell. I don't want to get too close to the camera because it messes up my... Hold on. I'm going to... That's it. It says text by Eddie Brock. Photos by Peter Parker. And then Benetton's Mutant Fashion Show. Don't think I know who Benetton's is. Or at least by that name. I don't know if there's an alternate ego behind it, but there we go. Already got some Easter eggs.
Saved the kid.
Got home safe.
Oh, hello. Oh, he is ripped as shit in this.
Get to howling like a lonely kettle left on a fire stove. We've rodeoed more sentinels than I can.
I'm so happy to see her. But after how the internet reacted to... What's the word I'm looking for? How the animators downgraded her bum. Let's put it that way. I can't wait to see if that was just a shot in that one. Because again, if you go back to the other episodes, you'll see that they never really focused on her bum. Other than that shot where it was like, whoa, look at her arse. So I wonder if they're going to be doing the same thing. I don't know. But it's so... Look at him as well. He's so... He just screams sex, doesn't he? I like it.
Rogue always come to Gambit's rescue. Rogue, the professor...
Because you love each other.
Dream of mutant human...
Rogue is right, Cyclops.
Oh!
Scott, while I trust that
Excuse me?
gladly die, I would prefer it be avoided.
Is this Morph?
Stop being a creep more.
Thank you, fucking hell. Jean. Everyone's just out here just showing off the powers, are they? Oh, she big old preggers, isn't she?
You could have hurt someone.
Wait, hold on. I read that isn't she pregnant with... Oh. Sugar. They are the parents of a mutant, and it's a well-known mutant, and I can't remember who it was now. It was the first I heard of it, so I was like, oh, cool. So I'll see if that gets brought up at any point. Well, this is obviously not Wolverine, it's definitely Beast. There we go.
Name's Jubilee, and dude...
Jubilee. Oh, I feel like I'm just getting. Feel like I'm just meeting them all over again. Well, no, I am meeting them all over again for the first time. I actually feel like it is, even though they're doing it to introduce new bunch of people to it, I guess. I also feel like they're here going to like making us who have never seen it before go sort of like, do you remember this character at each point? It's quite nice. I like it.
We can't let you go just yet.
Oh, right. How much?
Is everything is a bribe to him because he has so much money.
I'm more interested in the weapons.
We want to help mutants, even arrogant yuppies like
Ooh.
Look,
Love that bite from her.
I get it.
Excuse me? Okay, so this must be a in the training room. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Magneto, the professor's.
Yeah, it feels real though.
Seriously, girl, get to life.
Show the ladies some respect.
There he is.
Scary enough for you,
Oh, I missed him.
He'd need a master mold factory to build new Sentinels, and you X-Men destroyed the only one years ago.
I feel like we're gonna find another one.
Maybe you can spare.
This certainly explains your mood.
Yeah, it came yesterday.
With the baby coming, maybe it's time to think of a life beyond the X-Men.
Oh.
Leave the team?
Oh my.
It's like you said, Scott. The team will be fine. Our son will need us more.
It's a son. Yeah, I thought it was a son, but they can't. They can't do without him. Oh, that's a sign. That's a sign.
Hey now, we didn't do a dang thing.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Ooh.
Summers, but
cry me a river, Wolverine.
Logan.
Ooh, testy much?
But want to know the worst part about the professor being gone? You.
Oh, he
doesn't matter. I know
didn't he?
we
Didn't.
need to see to find Bolivar.
Oh, she's still wishing on that human touch.
Down there.
Any worthwhile man would gladly suffer your hand in a dance.
This dance that they do throughout the show, that's never ending. I just want it to end in, like, it's so silly, but I want them to end. I don't want her to lose her powers. I don't, because I think she's a magnificent character. But at the same time, if there's a way of her keeping her powers and being able to, jump aboard that sweet bot of his, yeah, then I'm here for it.
I know what's wrong. How? Why?
This is not the moment, Morph.
And I'm having the most.
They're leaving the team, Morph. Jean's leaving.
How did he know? Did she tell him? Oh, yes, let's punch him in the face. As if after all this, he's decided to go fucking clubbing. It's actually just hit me that he has decided to go clubbing just after escaping. Like, I know people try and say, oh, like, the best way to get over things is to just move past it. But still, that is too soon. It's way too soon. His body's still being pain. Oh, he must be taking a lot of drugs if he's not feeling that pain. That's it. Yes! Oh, that's a mood. That is a mood.
Gyrick, you're serving 25 years.
Is that the same guy that's doing the voice for Gyrick as well?
Mutants are moving up, making friends in high places.
Sounds it, I think.
Offering that deal.
Yet your cruelty has only made humanity more sympathetic to our cause.
Oh, no, you're in vogue. I won the day I shot the man you freak shows look up to. And you get an
Kill him. Kill him.
effort, Mr. Summers.
Kill him.
But we
Kill
both
him.
know You're no Charles Xavier.
But have you met my wife?
Oh, lovely stuff.
Cerebro amplifies my psychic. Something's wrong. Someone else.
Oh, Jean. Oh my god. Oh, we're getting. Oh, they're fucking us. What psychic being is she coming across with? Yeah. Feel for that baby straight away. Check your stomach straight away. Make sure it's still there.
I'm fine. What I felt.
Thank you.
We have to stop Trask.
And mail Trask back to the UN.
Yes. Onward Wolverine.
Dismembering Wolverine.
Dismembering? Nah. Weight loss.
Get this done by working.
Hang on, people!
Oh. Okay, so yeah, so it's actual. Oh! Yes! Oh my god, the animation in the show is actually unreal. Nice, more. What I'm talking about.
Solid work, team. See you on the ground.
Oh my god, how was he developed? Oh my god, yes, Cyclops. Fucking A. Superhero landed in a half. 10 out of 10. Top notch.
To me, my X-Men.
There they are. Music's kicking in, guys. Woohoo! Sick. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this teamwork.
Might I induce you to a change of heart? Lewis, I think this is the beginning of
Oh, that's brilliant.
friendship.
That is so Beast. I have to admit, is that I sometimes found Beast to be sort of like, oh, so we're like goofy in the sense of like, well, he is goofy in the sense he's got all these powers. He's got all this, yeah, he's got this physical power, and he's got brain and brawn, and in the midst of all the brawn he's using, going, let me just use my brain and just respond with a pun or a soliloquy or a certain phrase or something Benjamin Franklin once said, that sort of thing. I just find him so goofy, and I'm so glad he's back. Bishop.
Give him the forecast.
Oh, that's cold as fuck.
Ancient sands, heed my command.
This music that they use at the storm here is fantastic. This is the shot. This is the shot. Oh, yep, there he is. Oh, I think you underestimate our mutants.
Yet again, humanity is in the X-Men's debt.
Humanity doesn't realise that, though.
Then work together. We all win when men like him fail.
You sound like Charles. He would have been proud today.
Oh, yeah, he would have.
It was a team effort.
And that's exactly what you would have been proud of.
Team's on their way back.
Some sort of solar energy. Still figuring it out.
Oh,
Strong,
that's
though.
cool.
Really strong. I don't even want to be myself.
The pain of a mutant.
I'm scared.
What's your job? Hot and rich?
Don't forget single. I got a jet too. Maybe I'll even let you fly it.
Oh, this guy's playing all the right cards. He's playing all the right cards.
Logan, we're not bailing.
Cyclops and Jean were the first X-Men.
Charles
That's
Xavier
such a cool
was
look.
The finest man I
Them just all jailed person in the room there.
He never ceased to have faith in our friendship, nor forgive my many failures.
Oh shit!
That is why
Yeah,
we
this is
live
Magneto.
Magneto.
Yo,
In our home.
just as handsome
Your
as ever.
home, I beg to differ. Now belongs to me, my X-Men.
Oh, I didn't like how he said that. I didn't like how he said that. Oh, this is cool. It's a cool outro. And that guy's my reaction to X-Men Season 1, Episode 1. Well, X-Men 97, Season 1, Episode 1. That was good. Thoroughly enjoyable. I thought that was a great way to find ourselves back in the universe, especially with Charles's passing. Call him Charles because, you know, I feel like me and him know each other. It was a great introduction back into the characters. Again, it sort of showed you where they stood at the moment. It's also showing you where their powers are at. It reminds you of their backstory slightly. It was more of it, again, an introductory one into the ones that were here before as well. Now introduce them to the new lot, like the younger generation or the ones that missed it. And expanded their powers, you know, and expanded their storylines. And it was a real quick sort of, oh, this is an issue, this is the baddie, let's fix it quickly, and then we quickly. But it was more about remind you where the characters are at and who they are. And I think that's why they do that, because when it comes to these sort of things, they need to remind you of that. And then episode 2 is then more of a development of the story, you know. So that's why I think they did that. As for the actual episode itself, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, thoroughly enjoyable. I think I bear with me, hold on. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyable. So I think I'm gonna just go through my notes here. Great opening again, like I said, the opening sequence of music, thoroughly enjoyable stuff. The addition to it, the slight change up. The animation looks really clean as well to keep it in that universe as well. They could have easily updated it to look completely different from the original. They haven't. They've kept it looking how it is, but just enhancing it better. You know, thoroughly enjoyed that. Again, the upgrading powers as well. I say upgraded powers, they still were, but Bishop's powers just look outstanding. Really enjoyed it. Storm looks unreal. Her animation and her, I know obviously she's always was like powerful, but she almost seems goddess-like, sorry. And you know, and that's not saying that she wasn't a goddess before. It's more so that it's that in comparison, it's just not. It's amplified this series. Cyclops as well, with him sort of like using his powers to eventually not only like stop them from falling out of that plane, but also to move around the building to sort of help dodge people before then using it to attack people. Great stuff. Then you get in, I think that was them, and then you get in things like with then you just show Morph like sort of going around his the gaff doing stuff. The gaffer's house. That's another term for house. But yeah, going around the mansion doing stuff. Jean, slight bit of powers. Again, these were not ones that were developed like in action. They were just showing you, just to remind you what their powers are and what they can do. So I thought the development of the powers were great. I like sort of like just to amplify them a bit more. Again, seeing the Daily Bugle as well, seeing the fact that it's out there, Spider-Man, Peter Parker's name. That's something that when I was watching, I was so annoyed at the fact that they more likely didn't have the rights to, again, more than likely they haven't. But I can't say yes, it definitely is. But I remember there was points where we got a suggestion of Black Panther rather than actually like you saw the back. They were in Africa one time and you saw the background of what looked like Black Panther, but it was only for a millisecond and that was it. There was another one where I think there was a suggestion of was it Captain America? Was it Spider-Man? I can't remember what it was. There was these suggestions of hints of other characters from Marvel, but they didn't have it because they weren't part of the X-Men franchise because they must have the rights for them. So I'm kind of hoping that they've now got a lot more of the rights, or that have a relationship with people that where they can sort of be like, this is ours. Can we borrow them just for this? I kind of hope they might implement slight moments, if not bigger, like interconnecting stories. I don't know, but even it is just they end up having to deal with Peter Parker, not Spider-Man, Peter Parker at the Daily Bugle, you know, or you know, it's King T'Challa, or but just as King T'Challa, not as the Black Panther. These are ways of thinking about again around it, you know, Tony Stark, but not his Iron Man, that sort of thing. But you know, that's just me just spitballing stuff here. Yeah, so so the Jean and Cyclops leaving, it makes sense. I get why. I'm just a little bit shocked that they're doing it. I understand why they're doing it, but I'm just like, you know, there's something more precious to them than, you know, than the X-Men, and that's the life of their son. But just a little bit shocked that they're pretty much, well, at the end of this episode, they were like, yeah, it looks like we're going to do it, and it's like, come on, guys, like, you know, come on. I also love the fact that it took for Cyclops to be leaving with Jean for like Wolverine to be at his throat again, and again just be like, nah, we're not mates. But then it took Jean to be like, Logan, please, and he's like, okay, to go help find the wee lad. At the end, again, didn't even mention him. Him going again, that kid didn't really understand his role in it was until at the end it was just showing that he could be another part of the team, but he's just another one that they could have just saved along the way, you know. I love the fact that kid went to the club rather than just go home or anything like that. He has so much money and he just has so much sort of blasé-ness about him. He was like, rather than do with this or that, I'm just going to go have a little dance. Love that little moment showing Jubilee with her powers as well, but not as in like, oh, but like her power field. Just to remind you, she is a kid just trying to have fun, you know? And she'll be able to relate to these characters more than the other characters, because as in like other mutants that weren't X-Men that come later on, because yeah, someone that's more her age, that's into what she's into, she's going to be able to level with a bit more. Gyrick as well was an absolute, that scene with Gyrick being an absolute shithead, just sort of like rubbing in the face of Storm and Cyclops. That the mention of the fact he was like I can't remember the comment is in there. He's about Professor X being he's glad he's dead. We're glad he took him out. Right then and there, again, Cyclops did well to show restraint, but he knew what was going to happen. It was going to be worse the fact that he said all this, but he still his mind betrayed himself because his wife, when it was the one that was in Cerebro. Again, love the fact she's in Cerebro with the baby as well. What a risk that is, but she still did it. But yeah, but I love that dream sequence, trippy as fuck. I'm not too certain whether it is that dream sequence was just limited to what they interacted with then, what could be the future or the end with the Sentinels if they gain power. I'm not too certain, but I had just this weird feeling that it seemed like it may end up being that they are, you know, it could be an ulterior motive as part of this. Like that, it couldn't be that vision might not just be to do with that. It could be because there's something that comes up later on, you know. Yeah, that moment again with them in the plane and it gets blown up. The Sentinel again. I had no idea that. I thought for a split moment I thought that was part of the dream sequence with the Sentinel grabbing it, but then no one else was reacting like it was. I was like, oh, but this is real life. Then all them learned to fly. Morph turned into bloody Angel to then, was it Angel? It was, wasn't it? Yeah, for him to be able to then turn it in just to sweep on down and then grab Wolverine, but then that moment for Cyclops where it was well done, congrats guys, meet you on the floor, to him use his powers to soften his blow. That is character development and a half. And then to me, my X-Men, all them popping in, wonderful stuff, great stuff. Obviously then seeing Trask there and then just being, oh, this guy again, but I thought we were going to have I didn't think we were going to have such a badass moment between all of them. Like that completely taking out the Sentinels was like, as in like, not completely, but taking them out as a group was great. Like them all teaming up, doing their whole thing. It was just sensational stuff. It was just so good. Everyone just firing on all cylinders. What a great moment for Cyclops to see that they work together as a team. And that's the whole point of the X-Men. And what Charles Xavier was able to do was fulfill that. Obviously, he wants the continuation of it, but he created a team that would die for each other, but just so interconnected, that they can know how each other works, how they can help each other and benefit each other a bit more. But that moment with Gambit giving Wolverine his powers on his claws to then chop off the Master Holds, to then also Storm coming along and literally being what a moment for that character as well. It was just unreal. Great stuff. Obviously then like trust them, you're like, oh well no, and it's like, yeah, well probably see at some other point during the season. They can't just leave us be. They always come back. But yeah, but again, that moment where you went from the UN's like you're just like Charles. Again, it is, he spoke in exactly like how Charles would do, and just like Charles, he didn't take credit. You know, it was just and that moment I thought he was gonna be like, yeah, I can't leave them, but it was. They ended up playing basketball, and then he's like, yeah, I'm off to leave. But well, I'm interested to see with now that because I don't necessarily know a world where Magneto is in charge of the X-Men. Again, I'm not as clued up on that stuff as other people are. So I don't know whether this is going to be beneficial, if he's actually going to be more on the good side. Is he going to try them, push them more to, no, kill humans, please? Like, I'm interested to see what more than likely would Cyclops and Jean stay, you know, to know that they have Magneto in charge, you know. Interesting one. I wonder how Cyclops will react to thinking, like, why didn't he trust me to do it instead? Again, it's interesting to see what the development is. I don't think I'm going to keep the recording in one. Like both episodes. I think I'm going to do them separate. So I am going to leave it there, guys, because, you know, I'm actually quite tired. Even though it's all daylight still, I have been up early and I have been doing stuff. So I will be getting this uploaded and stuff like that, but I'll already see the other one tomorrow or something like that. But yeah, so yeah, thank you again, guys, for watching this episode. I hope you enjoy it. The other one released soon. If you like this video, please like the video, comment down below what you think of this episode. What do you think of having everyone back? What do you think of the moments of them developing the powers? What do you think of Magneto being back to lead them, the X-Men? What was your favourite part? What was your least favourite part? Yeah, again, no spoilers, just but if there's things you think might happen or could happen, or there's anything I missed, comment down below. If you like these types of videos, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get a notification every time I upload. There's a bunch of other videos around here to do with me and other people. I react to other Marvel shows myself. The ones to do on Disney Plus since Moon Knight I've been reacted to. I also reacted to the Marvel Cinematic Universe films with my mate Josh. You'd only seen a couple of them. So Phase 1 to 3 the Infinity Saga, they're all up in there. I also react to things by myself, like, you know, The Witcher, Gen V, House of the Dragon, that's coming out later on this year. I also react to things like Doctor Who. I do Doctor Who reactions with my little brother. Now, those ones are on hiatus at the moment because we are getting copyright striked after releases. So I'm trying to work out what the issue is with that. So, but there are... Season 2 is up on at the moment, and they're currently copyright striking Season 3. So I'm going to eventually start figuring stuff out, working out why and how I can avoid that, and then I'm going to then start uploading again. But I also going to be doing reactions to Doctor Who by myself come Ncuti Gatwa's first series coming up. So yes, so anything like that takes like your fancy, guys. Like, subscribe, notification bell, all that jazz. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you out there.